perspective, they'll need to keep their quarterback defensively. It's going to be about containing the running game. So let's go now to Oakland.
The Dolphins will take the snap from the 40. Here's the handoff, running off tackle. 36. Second down now. Lacy, a solo back set.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Second down and 4. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Double tight end formation. First down at the 48. Thomas got it on a pass that has some heat. Thomas is met at the 23.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Here they come to the line at the 23. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Palmer standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Julius Thomas with the reception.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
They better hurry to get the snap. Handoff made. And that gains 1.
Lacy is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second down coming up. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll be back to Oakland for the start of the second after the break.
Gatorade, born in the lab, proven on the field.
It's second down now, right around 3 minutes remaining before halftime. And the second quarter is the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Early in the second quarter, they've staked themselves to the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, listen, don't start looking at that scoreboard, though. It's too early in the game. You just got to keep playing. Don't worry about winning and losing, but it's nice to be on top. Well, you don't see it too often, do you? You see these missed extra points, and the first thing you think of is you look up, you do the score, and you go, how is this going to come back and bite them? Because a lot of times it does. It changes strategy as this game goes along.
And he'll start his return. Taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. First down at the 34. Tackle made by Clowney that time.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
Second and 3. Ball was out. This one's going back the other way. Well, that's a mistake they'll be keen to capitalize on. A chance to up the lead here early in the second quarter.
Yeah, huge mistake by the offense. You just don't expect it to go out there and just fumble the football. Interceptions happen, but fumbles, you can prevent them by having good technique and putting 2 hands on that football.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. And now returning to the field, just 2 minutes to go, and it's a big spot as we've got an offense that would love to increase that lead before the intermission. Now first and 10. Slashes to the left side.
This is definitely a design run by the quarterback here. It's a good call, but defenses in the NFL, they have gotten wise to the running quarterback. They are not fools. They stuff him for no gain on that play.
Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. First and goal from the 8. The reception by Lacy. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, I hope you didn't take a little break to go get a sandwich. You would have missed that touchdown drive. The defense said, what the heck? We're just going to let you march down the field and score quickly. Oh, my gosh, when you miss an extra point, that is heartbreaking. You got to concentrate on an extra point just like you would a 50-yard field goal. It's like in golf. We see great golfers miss putts from 2 feet away. Why? They didn't concentrate.
And a run back of about 17. Max ready to lead this defense back into battle. He's been front and center in what's been a sensational effort from that unit throughout the first half.
You're right, Jim. He is front and center, and the offense is putting all their efforts into making sure he's not the reason why they're losing. But they forgot all the other guys around him. They're pretty good, too.
Intercepted. The intermission is right around the corner, and they continue to smother the opposition.
Hey, they want to go in at halftime, Jim, with a big 0 on the board for the other team. They deserve it. This is a tough defense that plays hard, and they have been whipping some tail out here in the first half.
Brought down at the 32. Second down after that pass play. The Dolphins come out in a bunch set. The Redskins will come out in the dime. Palmer's got it in the gun. Connects with Thomas. That's his 4th catch of the day. First and 10. Julio Jones with the grab.
The Dolphins offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good game.
Palmer's 7 for 7 with that completion. And it's swatted away.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We'll be back to the Black Hole in Oakland for the start of the second half after this. Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. And a run back of about 20. The Dolphins defense right now is the story of this game, Phil.
Yeah, and it's been a short story because the offense can do nothing against what they're doing. They are being physically dominant. The defensive coordinator, he's had a great day calling plays, and the defensive players taking advantage of it.
And Morris has got it on the handoff. Got the first, and he's got some space. The Dolphins call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. Set up now at the 42. First down at the 42. Takes it from the eye. And Morris is stopped there.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Morris is in the backfield. The Redskins snap it at the 41. Gregory's the one who made the big stop.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up for coming up and making the tackle.
Oh, and almost picked off that time. They're in punting formation. Slides off the hit. Tackles made. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
Benjamin, such a great athlete. You got to find ways to get the football to him. Here's another way to get it to him. On a punt return, how explosive is he? Man, barely. That's the answer.
Jones is going to pull in the book. The Redskins set at the line. Dime package. Pulls it in. And that's a gain of 9. That's his first reception today. From the gun. On the money. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. First down and 10. Middle of the field and incomplete this time. Coming to the line at the 50. Second down and 10. Gets the handle here. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. The Redskins with a nickel look here on defense. Handoff. And straight ahead, Lacy. Taken down at the 33. Second down following the run. We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. The Dolphins are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. It's second down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the game. Final quarter underway. The ball is fumbled. Recovery by the offense. After falling on the fumble, the offense now pushed back into a 3rd and 9. Throws the pass. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
The Dolphins really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Jackson's just going to wave his arm here and make the fair catch. The Dolphins defense is having a field day so far. They've tried a very impressive display here, partner.
Jim, they are whooping tail on the defensive side. That's the cleanest way I can say it. They have been fun to watch, dominating physically, and they got a shutout going.
From the shotgun, it's complete to Deshaun Jackson. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown.
Nothing like it for a quarterback, I'll tell you that. I loved it. Throw a little short pass and just root your guy on and watch him score a touchdown. Pretty exciting stuff.
The point after is good. The Dolphins will get their hands on the football again, but their lead is not the same. Things are getting tight here. The score is 15-7. Got a flag down here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Sloppy mistake here. That kick travels out of bounds. Well, as the clock is winding down, the offense would like to just run it out. Muscles through the defender. Murphy's able to read that play and make the hit. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Dolphins are going to call a timeout. Want to talk about this 3rd down. 3rd down. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Thomas got the catch and the first. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. We're coming out of the 2-minute warning, and the offense is trying to run out the clock. Looking long. Down. Intercepted. what an untimely interception thrown it is as the defense comes up with the big play, and this game still is wide open to the end.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They were just trying to win the game in that situation. Well, they didn't win it. What a job of the defense being aggressive and getting the turnover. Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job of effort.
On 3rd and long, they'll be in 4-down territory here. 3rd and 10. Knocked down as he fires it.
Sometimes when you have a lead, your defense is on the field. You just want one of your guys to come through and make a play. That time, nice play by the defensive player. Now it's 4th down for the offense.
Benjamin's going to look for space now.
He's brought down at the 46.
And a run back of about 16. The Dolphins seemingly had everything going early with the passing game, but it's been a big change since. Palmer's tried to adjust to the defense, but it hasn't worked out.
Well, he's tried, but listen, there's nothing he can do about the offensive line. It's not been as sharp, and I'll tell you what.
Deshaun Goldson with the interception. What were they thinking there, throwing the football with the lead in the late stages?
Well, I'll just say this. I'll be kind because the papers, the fans, and everybody else, they're not going to be, but that was a decision that was, in my opinion, just a little too aggressive.
Hauls it in. What? Going to take it the distance. The 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown. Wow, so they come up with the big touchdown here in the late going, and now stage 2. They must get the 2-point conversion to tie the game.
Yeah, they got to get it done. I'll say this, every team usually has 4 or 5 2-point conversion plays ready to go. We'll see which one the offense comes out with.
So from 2 yards out, they get it across and secure 2 extra points. They had to go for 2. They pull it off, and we've got a tie game late in the 4th.
Every coach has 2-point conversion plays on that call sheet, and the offensive coordinator that time dialed up the right one.
The Dolphins are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend here, partner?
I'd say it's a little more than a drought. This is some awful offense, and there's many things you got to do. You got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed, and that's what they got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
8th catch today so far. We are tied, and this game has less than a minute to go. Benjamin's there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Redskins in a tie game will call a timeout. They clearly want the ball back with a chance to do something. Lacy lines up in the backfield. The give. He's taken down at the 23. The Redskins will, of course, call the timeout now to stop the clock. The Dolphins head to the line. They've got 1 timeout left here in the 4th quarter. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. They'll go ground. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. The Redskins defense will stop the clock here with under 2 to go as they want to preserve the clock.
Well, when you have a tie game and you're down in the red zone, you can do whatever you want. You can fool them with a run here, or you can take a chance and throw the football in the end zone to get a score.
The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete. Now at the 15. The Redskins defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd and 10. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. The Dolphins signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. Lining up now for a big field goal. Could give them the lead here in the 4th. Drives it through for the field goal. He's put the ball on the tee, and he's about to kick off. They're setting up the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Redskins have a chance to make history on this drive right here. Did you ever see this coming when the fourth quarter started?
Oh, listen, come on. You know I know everything, and I expected this, and it's coming down exactly like I thought it would. They're going to take this ball down, score, and win this game.
And I'm not buying that at all. A foot race to the end zone. The 30, the 20. Parker is going to make the tackle. The Redskins have used all of their timeouts. They'll have to go the rest of the way here in the fourth quarter without one.
Well, you go to the hurry-up offense for many reasons. One, you're trying to get as many plays off and use as little time on the clock as possible. That's what you have to do when you have no timeouts left.
And it's good. We are going to overtime. Here in overtime, the rules change. If you receive the ball first and get a touchdown, the game is over. However, if you take the ball down on your first drive and only manage a field goal, the other team will have a chance to tie or win the game. And if both teams get field goals on their opening drives, the next team to score from there will win the game. The Dolphins defense starts this series knowing the last time they were out here, they allowed a field goal.
Yeah, it was not a good drive for them, and I know the coaches were upset. I was watching them on the sideline yelling at a few guys, so I expect a better effort this time out.
Good coverage by Sherman that time as the pass goes incomplete.
This is frustrating for a coach. You call a play, you get the receiver down the field on a corner route, and your quarterback cannot put it on the target.
The Dolphins load up the box, going with the 46 defense. Second down and 10. Here's the handoff. Gregory's all over that offense and brings him down.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just great.
And it's caught by Jordan Reed. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. That's reception number 2 for him.
Redskins on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
Staying with the passing game on first down. Deshaun Jackson has the catch.
What a nice corner route run by the receiver. He fakes the defensive back out, and look at the quarterback. He knows that little move. When he stuck it, he let him out to the corner. Nice throw, nice catch.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. And Morris is taking the handoff. And that picks up 3.
Morris is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Dolphins lined up in the nickel. The Redskins take it from the 23. Trying to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete. The line of scrimmage right at the 24. Takes it from the gun. intercepted.
Barwin's such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
In the build-up to this game, we didn't talk much about the matchup at tight end, but it's been a good one, Phil.
It has been good. I know the defenses really didn't focus on the tight end when this game was starting, but I know this, they better change their focus and start looking at him.
Palmer will have it in the pistol.
Here we go. Fly, 18.
First down at the 46. Throwing off tackle here. No time to waste. They hurry to the line. Second down and a long way to go. Jones got it on a pass, had some heat on it. First down, offense readying for the snap. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. They'll run it here. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. And the offense will call a timeout. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout.
The line of scrimmage, the 27.
Lacy lines up in the backfield. Second down, 4 to go. Gaines, 17. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. They come to the line of scrimmage, first down. Welcome back, folks. We're getting set for the start of the next quarter. He'll take the first snap here in overtime. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Third and goal to go from the 2. It's a walk-off touchdown beyond belief. Some games are more memorable than others. This one right now is in my top 5 all time.
Yeah, I think I'd put mine up there in the top 5 too, Jim. To win that way in overtime, there are a lot of happy people down there on the field.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.
Larry Ridley here in our Orlando studios, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Dolphins are going to take the field here today, knowing that the emphasis in a challenge game like this is going to be getting off to a fast start. Because if you get out in front by 1 or 2 scores early at home, it'll be very difficult for your opponents to rally back. Now we'll take you out to O.co Coliseum where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
Bucks back, ready to field the opening kick. This game has officially begun. Huff's going to start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. Season as a quarterback in the NFL.
Sam Bradford, when he came out of Oklahoma, I thought he was one of the purest throwers I've ever watched in college football. Give him protection, he can still get it done.
First down at the 25. Murray's taken down at the 26. Taking a look at this offense now at tight end. 6'5" out of Stanford is Zach Ertz.
Yeah, he's a good presence inside, no doubt about it. When you talk about this Eagles offense, they got speed outside. They got the fast running back. They need their tight end to come through. Zach Ertz is that kind of guy.
The Eagles snap it up at the 26. And they deck the quarterback.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's shown us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
The defense just mauling the quarterback. It'll be 3rd and 16 after the sack. The Eagles need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Scanning the field. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short. Defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
Benjamin's got it at the 23. And he is tackled at the 44. That return's good for about